Let the good times roll. What's up, everyone? I'm Jarrett Kolick. What's up, everyone? So, just signed up for the Sea Otter Classic. Haven't raced in years, but I signed up for both downhill and slalom. So I thought it'd be cool to show you all how I'm gonna prep for it. You know, I have 2 kids, got a family, got a career, definitely busy, as all of you are. So thought you might get a kick out of, you know, how to manage this and how to best optimize the time that you do have. First thing, how much time do you have per week to spend on getting yourself ready? In my case, 4 to 6 weeks, or weeks, 4 to 6 hours per week. From that, think about what these events that you're doing entail. So for me, slalom, repeated, short, high bursts of energy, okay? So it's about a 30-second race, but you gotta repeat those high efforts a lot, especially if you qualify and make it on. So we gotta cover that in the training. On top of that, downhill is about, what, 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes, depending on skill level and where you're at. So we gotta deal with that. We gotta think about that in training. It's important to feel strong, right? Transferring power from your upper body to your legs. You gotta have a strong core. Power, so we gotta involve speed within the gym. So things of that nature is what you wanna think about. Now, what are your strengths and weaknesses? All right, so I'm a strength and conditioning coach, personal trainer. I've been in the gym for a very long time. That's definitely a strength for myself. What I need is to maintenance that. I just need to keep myself going, and then, you know, about 4 to 6 weeks out, I'll pick it up a bit just to get a new stimulus. That way I'm kind of peaking for those events. From that, weaknesses. You know, I grew up on a BMX bike. I've been on a mountain bike for, I don't know, quite a while now, probably 8 years. But, you know, turns. There's so many different types, right? So like flat turns, slalom, those top turns, even the bottom turns, jumping, rhythm sections, that kind of stuff is all good. We got that covered, but definitely turns. So I'm gonna practice with that a lot. I do have a new bike and I need to set that thing up. And I love setting it up, you know, at a local spot doing turns. So I'll show you that. From there, just bike conditioning, right? So intervals, huge fan. It's the best bang for your buck. It's consistent with what we do, which is riding. So base work, like what can I do right now to get my aerobic capacity up a little bit before I break that down into the durations of these events where the intensity is gonna go up, okay? So, I'm excited. And you know, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but we're like late January, almost February. So that leaves us about 2.5 months, plenty of time, you know, but here's to, you know, hopefully help show you guys how to optimize your time and get the most out of it so that you can do your best, you know, and chances of getting on the podium. That's the goal for me. So let's do this. All right. First day on the new bike. Lisa over at Pivot hooked me up with a 429. Thank you so much for the big deal. And it'll be perfect for the Otter. Here we go. Yeah. So we got everything set, and we're just at the local spot where there's a lot of turns. And you know, some are good, some are not, some supportive, some flat. So whenever I get a new bike, I always come here to just ride those out and see how the bike's feeling. All right, so first turn here, I got quite a bit of a bank in the entry, which is cool. I tried high, and then coming out, still cool, and then just fades, goes to nothing. So
I was like, get a feel of my front end here, see what that's doing, see if we could be tracking. And we got next turn, we got some pretty good holes in it that are just hard pack. If I'm not mistaken, I try to get below it here, and then almost make my apex out here, come through, get outside, and again, more of a bank again. Starts off good, but then they fade out. Okay, so then we're working on getting back to this outside as fast as possible, so kind of get a good feeling of like understeering or oversteering, and then we exit. I did not grow up on a mountain bike. It was like all BMX, so as far as suspension goes, I just go off a feel, and I just listen to the riders I work with that are way better than me, and just pick up on things. So get, you know, clicks with rebound and compression here, there, low speed, high speed, but I mainly just go off a feel and then click around a little bit. All right, so here we go. All right, that felt like my bike was tacky as all heck on the ground, almost slow in like reacting, but it could just be me. So I'm gonna keep it all the same and go again. All right, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit more support up front. So I'm gonna go with some low speed compression. And man, I must say that this new fork, it's really hard to feel the clicks. But taking it from Elliot Jackson, he's always told me like make big adjustments so that you can actually notice a difference. So I went 3 clicks. So just keep the front end up a little more. All right, here we go, number 3. That was interesting. Make that adjustment, and all of a sudden, just on like a little off camber, I'm like barely staying on the trail. So that's probably me just being lazy, but it did feel better in the turns for sure. So let's go again. All right, so that definitely felt better. Like, it's just things are a little more twitchy and less dead, which I like a little more active. And it's probably just coming from BMX. It's just super stiff, but I like the way it makes me feel getting out of turns, like a little quicker, and I can be more aggressive with just where I want to put the front wheel. So with that in the front being said, I did 3 clicks of low speed in the rear. So big change. We'll see how it feels. Here we go. All right, yes, that's better. There's like more feedback. I can feel myself almost hopping out of the second last turn into the last one, And I like that because it just helps me line up faster to get the line that I want. Oh, I think I could be more patient on the entryway and like even to the halfway point, because this is almost more than a 180 if you really think about like the ride line and where all those little rocks are. I should be getting to the right of those almost, so I can give myself the best opportunity to get really wide and miss that hole. And that's all of this, is to get the exit way down there 2 turns later. All right, more patience in that big sweeper and get further right, miss that hole in the next turn. There we go. Got way under that hole. Bike stayed settled for the next 2 turns a lot better. All right, I'm happy with that. It feels good. It got better and better, and I was able to get that line that I'm always getting after. And now I'm gonna do a couple other trails here that just a little faster, just to see how this thing feels at speed, and down a couple little steep shoot like areas into some you know, kind of some tight corners. See how that thing handles on decel. Yeah. Yeah, tacky tack. Gotta love it.